I'm hailing.
Hello.
I'm traveling. I'm continuing in a forward movement. Okay, so last time on Ragdar's Rebellion, some unfortunate things happened. One of the party members, unfortunately, left this story to venture to fulfill her own path. And as such, Valus, in his dismembered state of his missing mana, lies bedridden, while Satyr fawns over him fretfully. Unfortunately, the rebellion is at stake. For its news of the dream's undulations has racked across the Conflux, causing untold numbers of rippling effects, most notably of which that the meeting between the sovereign of the Aurelian has apparently been interrupted. For it seems that the encampment of the Aurelian sovereign has been destroyed. And so, our heroes must now decide what to do next. Their fortress is in a very precarious state, requiring their attentions, their guidance, their strength, their leadership. And so, we will pick up our story where we left off. Valus is bedridden, and the party must now decide what to do while their leaders recover. So let's go ahead and put you guys over here.
Over where?
Over here. And let me throw on some music for you guys. Let's see here, a little ambience, a little bit of... Alright. So, it lies before you that Valus is missing his mana. The Sovereign is nowhere to be seen, and most likely will not arrive to discuss the things that need to be discussed. As you awaken the next morning after a very intense night, you gather within the common area to decide what you will do next. There's a few updates that I get to give you here.
Okay. Ready to type?
As of right now, your fortress is still open and active. The things that you have ordered are still on the way, and events will move forward as they are. However, you will not have the guidance or the ability usage of Satyr, of Valistane during this time. You can still use Satyr, so open recruitment is still active. There are several different events that have to move forward, and you're going to have to do all those things to build it and decide what you're going to do next and prepare accordingly. Most notably, you are down a party member, and your operating force is weak. You will need to find a replacement in order to get up to operational strength. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. It is morning, you're in the common areas, and you have much to discuss.
Oh, Sovereign then.
Sera looks over to Evelyn. I understand the Sovereign. Finding him is important to you.
Unless our minds have changed. That is what we agreed upon.
Right. I'm not sure how we even begin with that, but we will need help. There is only 4 of us.
Yeah.
We pose the same kind of charade that we did with the assault force.
That proved very smart, so...
I was rather fond of Cackles. Perhaps he'll be through.
Yeah. Except this time there's a lot more to do.
We also need someone more
raiding
permanent than Cat.
Yeah. Long term.
So we would need to understand their objective and ensure it aligns with ours.
Right, and whether their capabilities complement ours.
Sent out flyers weeks ago. There should probably be someone interested.
It has been a month. It works like our regular time, right? Arcadum, days, weeks, months, years.
Mhm.
Okay. It has been a month. Before we.
One
Oh,
quick
go ahead.
adjustment to that. All months are 30 days long. That's the only
Ah.
difference.
Before we move to Satir to see if who would be coming, what are we looking for?
Well, we might need somebody who can assist in scouting, provide a support role. Really just fill the void that Roxanna left.
Nobody can replace Roxanna.
Albert will look away on that.
Sera looks
None of
just
y'all wanna admit it,
uncomfortable.
but it's true. We need
A
someone.
wind blows through the tavern, catching Albert's hair.
He's so hot!
Not now, Sabeiro. Jesus, read the room.
I'm just saying that as a realistic sense. We're not gonna probably find another happy-go-lucky knife thrower or whatever, but we still need someone who is close enough to help us out.
Scouting and utility is what I believe we are most lacking in. We always have the advantage when we're able to scout, and she'll look around at all four, at everybody here. I don't think any of us are scouts, so perhaps that direction?
That's feasible.
I
Do
mean,
we
let's-
have any tertiary portions, criteria?
I
Well,
prefer making our enemies bleed more easily.
Combat effectiveness in terms of your viewpoint, Al. What about you, Evelyn? Sera?
Sera will wait for Evelyn.
Well, both of us, me and Sarah, are spellcasters, but we also kind of ended up being hybrid with melee capabilities. Maybe we need another more backline caster. It doesn't have to be another rogue. We could have another caster, in my opinion, and be fine.
Another caster. So we have combat, caster. What about you, Sera?
Well, I was very much looking forward to intermixing Roxanna's power signs with my own magic, as Evelyn and I will. We're different types, different breeds. So having someone that I could combine with, that would be most interesting. But I'm not sure if that's wishing for the stars at this point.
Still a chance. You want the possibilities of it. I just feel as if we might need somebody who's ranged. Somebody who can be in the back, maybe even be in the front, have the option of it. Can't
I
just
mean-
have it where we're having the split up the way that we are most of the time.
We still have that bow laying around. It would be a real big help if someone knows how to use that fucking thing.
That's a
Oh.
great point.
I know how to shoot a bow. Oh wait, I don't need it.
You're not going to shoot a bow, Albert.
Now, you gotta stay up front with me. Even then, I need to stay by Sera until we get somebody who can be alongside her, which is why I want somebody who's a hybrid one. Somebody who can do both melee and ranged. They can protect her at the same time.
Listen. Albert leans in, starts to whisper. I'm really sick and tired of all this magic stuff. Maybe we should go for something more fundamental.
Sera
A
looks
third
intrigued.
fighter.
I was more thinking like the bow, as you mentioned. Or if, yeah, someone to stay by my side, of course. Along with Sabeiro.
Am I not good enough?
Yeah, but I'm not good enough. I mean, like, you had me as an
Oh
afterthought
my
in that
God.
sentence.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All this magic stuff is. I'm
Do you
getting
want
real
me to
sick
be
and tired of it.
nicer?
Magic stuff, Al. Like, what?
I don't care if you're nice to me.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
We're good.
We are.
Sera gets lost in her thoughts as the conversation goes into the left field.
Talk. It was a great talk, everybody.
There was fucking play.
What the
So
fuck
you
just
want
happened?
an individual without magic to join our group who is fighting for a rebellion that brings magic to all.
No offense, Sarah. Of course, you're lovely.
I'm confirming you want someone who flies in the face of what this group stands for.
Never mind. I'm just saying we can keep our minds open for other things as well.
I agree to that. And if you want to, take us in a different direction, I'm also open to that. Just be intentional. Well, I don't think we've really gotten anywhere, so perhaps we should just see who answers the call.
Very true. I still aim for utility.
Could be no one.
Maybe they know our motto is. She'll move to stand. She thinks the conversation's over.
Albert will follow Sarah's lead.
Radio's meeting adjourned.
All right. Meeting adjourned, it seems. I move you guys together. Okay. So now we've got some event rolls to do and some progress rolls. So, there are going to be open recruitments active out on the table to see what kind of mercenaries that you get that you could replace the party member with. In addition to that, there will also be chance of other things happening. And so, time moves forward.
Are we able to do things as this is happening, or are we just waiting?
Downtime activity.
You can do things like research. You can do fort tasks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sera would very much like to meditate. She's going to attempt to meditate for the 4th time in this campaign, and hopefully won't get interrupted this time.
One of us should possibly take up the task of trying to make headway on finding the wrong. Because that might be a good thing to do. I was gonna head down to the mines.
Well, how do you suggest someone would do that?
Possibly heading back to the camp, being a bit cautious about it, possibly going in a pair. Al might be the safest one for that.
We need to
tracking
fix our
stuff.
stasis fire. And to fix our stasis fire, we need Satir. This should be our first order of business that we are not hit by flux storms.
In that case, Satir will go about fixing the stasis spire so that you're not completely devastated by flux storms.
Okay, write that down.
Yeah.
How long does that take him?
It'll only take him a week. Basically, this section of time. The idea is that no other real activities can happen while the stasis spire is down because there's just so much risk. That being said, though, the mine is underground and is relatively safe, so you can keep producing. And then the rest will just be mercenary gathering, which the rest of you can participate in through various means.
Okay. Are we taking the 1 mana pillar to fix the stasis fire? I remember Satir wanted that.
That was the suggestion, yeah.
Okay. Are we good with that, guys? I'm assuming that speeds it up.
I mean, we have to.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll put down we spend that.
Okay. Hold on, I'm adjusting the party resources. -1.
It became a 6. And now it's a hat.
What?
Family Guy reference, Family Guy reference, Family Guy reference. Alright, here we go. Let's see if anything happens throughout this week. Nope. Alright, and the first batch of mercenaries arrive, which happens to contain 5 interesting individuals.
Quite.
Real quick before we meet them, have we considered hiring some of them to just be around the keep and,
Not be so empty here.
Exactly.
To be clear, there's going to be other staff that will be hireable for that. These mercenaries are not available for that.
Okay.
I wonder if we could send them to help Kuzak.
Suck.
I think they'll be less interested to do that.
Can I spend my downtime retraining subclass to Ferbrous Warrior?
You can get started, yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, so here we go. As the first batch of mercenaries comes in, you can see that there are many applicants. Some of them are not quite ready for the task. They're either too inexperienced or they didn't really provide a lot of references. But there are 5 that rise to the top of the cream, or whatever you want to call it.
Cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop. All right, and now it's time to begin some interviews. So, where do we want to do this? Let's do this over here.
The nice fancy table.
Fanciest table.
I love it.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Now we're going to do this by random chance.
Woo woo! I'm so excited, y'all.
There are 5 possible choices, and we shall choose them now. Okay. Shonuf, go ahead and describe what your character looks like, and when I reveal, you can introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Alright. The character's Kiriare. He basically doesn't know what anything's going on. He doesn't even have the memories of his past life. But, as to describe him, he is a pale-faced, somewhat kabuki. I don't really know how to explain it, though my art will speak for itself. Though he is a generally aloof, but tries to be well-spoken.
God damn.
All right, and this man approaches the party.
How do you do?
Sera sits up straight, seeing that coming towards them.
Oh, thank you. I do love the end of the table. It makes me feel important.
What are you?
Well, I'm human. What are you?
Sera narrows her eyes at that statement.
I was
Just
asking the man with white hair. I apologize.
Hmm.
She raises an eyebrow.
This is non-existent eyebrows.
Oh, we're all human here, right? Right, guys?
From what I know, I just woke up. I've just been in this mercenary company just to... Yes.
Oh, really?
As it were to turn out, I myself have just woken up. I don't... From what I'm told, this body isn't mine, but I have no idea of what happened before. Of what... It escapes me and it hurts me. Think about it.
You're a soul hobo like us, a vagabond of spirits. It's all good.
Yes. I'm also a clown, so... Or at least from what I'm told, a kabuki.
What is a kabuki?
Might I show you?
Sure.
Alright, I don't have any rolls for my performance, but it is a +10. How do I do that?
Oh,
/R.
just go to the chat /roll space d20 +10.
/roll d20.
Make sure there's a space between roll and d20.
Alright. No, not added. Not added.
Sera leans back in a chair, waiting.
All right, describe your performance.
Alright. There's a few jets and short bursts of, somewhat prowess, I would like to say. Just a flutter of fan. A few striking poses. And a faint cherry wood clacker as you would hear in the distance if there were any.
So you dance.
Somewhat.
Albert
I
is
can
valid.
also convince you. You know what? Let me write this. I'm going to draw a circle in my hand. I'm not going to show it to them, but I'm going to say I have a square. You see, I just drew a square in my hand. All right, I'm going to roll my deception. That's a +7, buddy.
Sera gives a sideways glance to Evelyn. What's happening?
We vetted for this, right?
Are we hiring jesters?
I don't know.
You do know I'm staying right here right now.
She just stares.
That's fine.
Could do with some entertainment around here. It's been pretty grim last few weeks.
That got me.
For some reason, there's just a 1.
Are you trying to roll +7?
Yes.
Do the same thing you did before, but with a +7 instead of a +10.
Palm facing us.
I'm going to open my palm. It was a circle.
He was pretty convincing.
What? But I thought that was a square. She frowns to
Oh,
herself.
well done.
Oh, thank you.
Albert's gonna fetch some wine for the funny man.
Sera looks deeply puzzled.
I've never been so thoroughly bamboozled in my life.
Something tells me you didn't try to look in through me, but I'll keep that to myself. I say this out loud.
Right.
All right.
So you dance and you.
I can also quote unquote fuck shit up.
Oh, she sits up at that.
So,
That's more
order of operations, what would you say you're best at?
I'm more of a switch hitter. I can go with your front line or back line. I do have some ranged options. I do have healing capabilities, including that of buffing party members, including that of Fairy Fire, Guardian Spirits. I have a slot deep in my heart that seems to need something to be filled. I don't know what. Something told me to not answer it. I don't know what, but some type of wizard spell I might be able to get. I'm a bard, you see.
How long has it been since you woke up?
That is a good question. I don't.
How many times have you drawn a circle on your hand that you remember?
Oh, that is a better question. Once. That was here right now.
How many times have you drawn a square on your hand?
Yes, but it's on the back of my hand.
I understand what it feels like to long for something, to feel that a piece of you is missing. And we are a group that finds itself in combat often. Tell us more about your combat experience.
All right, it's like above board. I really don't know how to prepare this out. I didn't expect mercenary. Though I'm just going.
Perhaps if I give you a scenario. We are looking to potentially go on a rescue operation. I am a wizard. And I am often worried about my own life. As you are able to move about the battlefield, we have 2 fighters here. She gestures to the left where Albert and Sera are. And we have Evelyn and myself. Evelyn can very much take care of herself. Usually I can. But how would you position yourself in a fight where we are off to rescue an individual who is most likely in great peril?
That's a great question. Great question. Depends on if you need a support, ranged, or frontliner. If I'm going up to face a big baddie, legitimately, I could go up and help them out. But if you need support and ranged, I can also do that. If you really need me to...
Do you have a personal preference?
No, I'm more of or water to a cup of glass. I try to fill any position.
Sera smiles at that. Interesting. And then she, almost out of the blue, how do you feel about the Taladoni? And she's studying him closely for a reaction.
Well, I would love to say anything about them, but I really don't know. I'm sorry.
Do you know where you are? What continent you're on?
Vaguely. Something about a conflux and some type of... Nope, not coming to me.
Sera will think to herself, she doesn't have a moto, but she'll think to herself that he is moldable clay, and she likes that. She'll look over to Sabeiro and Albert if they wanted to ask a question.
Go get this out of the way. You said that you're able to go gung ho into battle. Really, like, get in deep and get covered in blood. Am I correct?
Yes.
By chance, are you also willing to put your life on the line? Are you the one to make the sacrifice play?
Yes. Yes, I am.
At what cost? What is the stipulation for you to do so?
Purpose.
And what purpose do you seek?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find my purpose. You think I like being a mercenary? It's very, very off and on when it comes to work. And God forbid anything bad I'd have to do. I'd never, ever like to do that.
So you decided to just jump in the deep end then?
Pretty much. Honestly, it's... You know, when you wake up in someone else's body, you can't help but take steps in their own boots.
Does power call to you?
Somewhat. I've had this power. That's basically that. But there is something within me that calls that is something else. I don't know how to describe it, but...
It's a yearning, it calls to you. It's your body calling.
Oh no, already I took my piss break. This is interview. I'm well prepared.
Oh, okay, well, thanks for that info, I guess. I do want to go and follow up, though. Understand that joining up with us, if you were hired into the position anyway, there's some not so glamorous things you're gonna have to do. We all do our part around here. We all pick up our own pieces. Archive work, research, mining, gardening, and sometimes janitorial duties. So these are things that we do. Is that something that you are up to doing, among other things?
Of course. I am but a servant. I just so happen to be better than most. That I've
Sera
seen.
likes the idea of a servant.
Of course you do.
Albert, Mrs. Lennon.
Errol, Evelyn, you two have any questions for our friend here?
Do you have any negotiation or social skills?
Yes, I do. As I demonstrated, I can be a master bullshitter. But I can also convince people. Say there were to be someone a bit on the ropes about your organization. Or whatever you have here, a word to say. I can convince them of a lot of things. Of course, of what doesn't come to mind. I'm sorry for that. I'm not that quick-witted. But I can convince people. Usually it's my main forte if I'm...
Can you sell me this quill?
Of course I can. Give me the quill, please.
Here you go.
Okay,
Sera
you're
leans
down-
in on her elbows. She's very interested to watch this.
Alright. Seems that you need a quill. Would you like this quill?
Oh no, I don't. I already have one. Or
I don't
several.
believe you. I don't believe you. You know what's special about this quill? It's been touched by me.
Oh really?
What does that make it do? Yes.
It's been touched by me as well.
So it's your quill. Would you like your quill back?
I mean, yes.
Yes. How much?
I'll take it after you sold it to me.
Okay. That's my persuasion.
You
Sera
buy your
laces her
own
fingers
property,
together and drops her chin on it and just watches this with
Maybe
pure
we should-
amusement.
Come
Maybe
on,
we
man, give
should-
me the pen already.
All right, here's your pin. Can I at least get a smile?
you're full interest without a smile.
He'll kind of, I don't know what that is called in English. Like drag on his smiling muscle,
Like a grin?
pull on his smiling muscle a little bit, just on one side,
Smirk.
A smirk.
smirk, just for a half a second.
We
Thank
may
you.
need to replace Albert too, but that's a side note.
Oh, that's a long time
Anyways,
coming.
cheers, good job.
Thank you.
I-
Glug, glug, glug.
I had one more question. You mentioned earlier an aversion to doing bad things. Could you elaborate?
Well, I mean, I've seen the odd occasion of people trying to eat someone else's soul, but I wouldn't expect that of anybody to do that.
Is that the only scenario you're adverse to?
Killing children. Well, as long as they're not trying to kill me, apparently. Because, like, ugh. I mean, if they're coming out with a knife and I have a sword in my hand, I might try to disarm them, but if that goes foul, I can't blame myself. What's going to happen?
What else?
That's a good question. I haven't really been faced with such moral dilemmas. I've usually tried to stick by myself and pick the work that I can. I'm going to be real with you.
See. And if I were to consume a soul, what would you do?
I'd try to talk you down from that hill you're going to die on.
Sera waits to see if there's
Or,
more.
or it is, I do hate evil. Evil people are always open to redemption, no matter who they are.
I
Our
see.
experience, that's not always the case.
Of course. I've cut down many men who's tried to cut me down, but I know not their story. I try not to judge, for I do not want to be.
Sera looks puzzled at that. And yet, you do judge. As you just declared, you do not like evil.
I do not like evil. Evil people. Very different. One can be good, the other is a concept.
And evil people to you are those who consume souls and kill children.
Kill children without the need of any other option. I mean, if you were to mercy kill a child that so happens to be suffering from a horrid disease, that is no cure whatsoever.
A fan of this part of the conversation of killing kids. That's just
I know, right? This is why I tried to avoid that situation. It's very odd.
So those two particular scenarios is what deems someone as evil to you.
What is evil? I try not to judge. What is? Again, I don't know much about my past life, but there's something there that I can't shirk. Of what is and what is not. Of course, I'm not all-knowing, omniscient, omnipotent.
omnipotent, yeah.
Yeah.
Sera looks proud at Sabeiro. Good word, Sabeiro.
Thank you, my vernacular's gotten way better.
As we wrap this up there, and I believe we're going to bring this up with everybody, but there is a confidentiality in what we do. We run in secrecy, and we don't tell anybody outside of our circle what we do and what we're trying to accomplish. Even if you're being tortured, do you understand?
Of course.
And you consider yourself tight-lipped?
Yes. Yes, I do. Well, other than being forced to by a magical compulsion, but I try to shirk that off.
More importantly, do you have any political allegiances beforehand? Anybody that you've made pledges to by chance before coming here?
Myself? No. The body? I have no idea.
Sera will
Yeah.
once again, for a final time, lean forward. She's looking for any sigils that are on this individual, anything that could suggest that he has some bindings, some sort of promises, anything magical about him.
Okay.
Arcadum, this is for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry.
You did.
As you make that Arcana check and take a closer look at the bard in the room, you can see that there are wells of magic that are strangely mana-tied to him. There is a certain inconsistency in how the mana is spread out. However, the closer you look, you can see that suddenly some of the shadows darken, and it's almost as if his shadow has placed its hand on his shoulder, and the vision fades.
You know what? You look into me, I'm going to look into what you are. So
What would
hold
be
on.
the rule to counter that, Arcadum? Sera doesn't want anybody looking into her shit.
What roll
Well, I
there
mean,
is?
I'm doing Arcana. Hold on. I keep pressing the D20 and it keeps copying itself instead.
Just hard roll it.
All right.
What do I do to try to protect from that, Arcadum?
Well, technically you can't. As you don't have the magics that hide your own magic. As you look at Sera, you can see that she also has a well of mana, but hers is far more consistent than yours, depicting that she is a wizard. It's layered and stacked very pristinely, very carefully, very orderly. But there is a black streak of something straight through it. And that's all that you really see.
Sera just smiles. Her eyes glow slightly.
Hmm.
Pretty intense.
All right.
You're just staring at each other.
So anyway, I have a personal question if you don't mind.
True.
How did you die?
Well, that's the point there, my dude. I don't really remember. That's what I'm trying to find out. But I've only but leaning on the knowledge of this body. I know not of where I came from or where I might to go.
Interesting. Well, thank you. You'll stand.
Sera doesn't stand. She just leans back in her chair. But she will say, "It was a pleasure meeting you."
Why, thank you.
Albert will reach out a hand to shake.
He shakes his hand. He's going to dab him up. Roll me your performance there, buddy. We're gonna dab up.
We're gonna dab up.
We're gonna dab up.
Albert doesn't really know what dabbing up means, but he's gonna try anyway.
Sabeiro is also going to shake your hand.
The fuck just
All
happened?
right.
Will you describe what's happening?
Here, Arcadum.
Yeah.
We're dabbing up.
Yep.
You're,
Oh, I don't know what that means. I just need someone to explain
Yeah,
it to me.
Oh, dabbing. Okay, so dabbing is you grab somebody's hand, you pull them in close, and you pat them on the back or fist on the back.
All that.
So you're doing a
Okay.
manly hug.
It's
Alright.
the man hug / handshake.
Sera's glad she stayed seated.
Yeah.
Albert fumbles that.
They're dabbing up.
You like a handshake too?
Albert's too
Yes, I would.
too soy to do it, I guess. I don't know.
It's a performance, apparently.
Decent dab. Yo, this guy rolls hot. Maybe we should keep him.
I don't know about that. Let's see how this rolls.
Yeah, we
Our
dabbing.
opinions don't reflect the group until The mercenaries just.
He's only 5 better than me.
God damn, plus 10.
I'm not half bad.
You're not half bad.
All right, so the boys dap it up. All right.
Would you like a hug too? Yes, no.
Who are you asking?
Both of you. Why not?
No, thank
This
you.
was a handshake.
They're not.
There's nothing against you. Please don't touch me.
I'm sorry. Hey, you guys want a hug? Nah, don't touch me, bro.
No, good.
That's fine.
Oh shit.
I'm full. I'm so, like, it's all fine now.
It's all right, fam.
Fan.
Sarah looks confused by the
strange words. What's
by
your
the lingo.
accent?
I have no idea. I'd love to tell you, but I can't.
Okay.
Well, thanks for showing.
Oh, no problem. But I do
Sure.
have to say, is there anything else I could perform for you that would maybe cement me a little more within your organization?
Sarah's largely checked out, so it's up to you three.
I believe we asked everything we needed.
That's fine. Y'all have a good day now. I
You too.
would bow, but I don't know how
If
to.
you could send in the next person, that would be very much appreciated.
That's fine.
If Scroll will.
As soon as he's out of earshot, I've never met someone so suspicious and not suspicious in my life.
What the fuck is dapping up?
I don't know.
That was weird. I
He
went
said-
for his hand, but
All
he
right,
just
let's
hugged
go
me.
ahead. Let's go ahead and move him over here to the bachelor pool.
Who is fam?
He has really weird colloquialisms. This is a weird accent or something.
All
Dude,
right,
is it-
the next mercenary.
Maybe we should have them fight each other. That would be pretty
Oh God.
No
Sarah
blood.
chuckles to herself.
Not yet.
All right. An old Asian man approaches
Yes!
the table. Nara, please give a physical description of your character, and then when I reveal you, introduce yourself.
Okay. So, Uncle Jimmy is an old man from Glaciers. Very, very old, very traditional. He speaks with a heavy Chinese accent. Like this, he don't speak the proper English, you know. He also is a doctor with 12 kids. Unfortunately, none of them wanted to be a doctor. So, he is very unhappy with his life.
And this is what he looks like.
Excuse me, where my eyes go?
Christ, the mouth! The mouth! He's pogging!
That fucking by itself.
Oh, pleasure to make your
fucking
acquaintance.
Did you do that on
Can I-
purpose, Arcadum?
I
What the
did.
fuck?
I did. I thought it was so funny.
He's fucking
He's
Pog.
pogging.
He pogs hard.
Oh my god,
Sera.
I need 10 seconds.
Sera, can we switch these?
Let's move to the left.
All right.
This guy is old.
And so, Uncle Jimmy, seats at the table. Go ahead, Nara. You got the rest of it.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Huh? I hear you're looking for a doctor. I come to offer my expertise. Any question for me? I'm simple, man. I don't have much to say.
What is your name?
You can call me Jimmy or Uncle Jimmy, whichever you prefer.
But we're not related.
Then you can call me Uncle Jimmy.
Oh. Alright then.
EJ doesn't have a ring to it. I suppose Uncle Jimmy it is.
Yes.
Dr. Grace, do you have any opening questions?
Were we
Another
looking for a doctor? Was that on the flyer? Or...
Oh no. Definitely not.
Talking. What? No need,
Open
doctor.
application.
Sarah will
I know
lean
the
in
doctor.
and she'll put, what type of doctor are you?
Oh, any kind of doctor. If you injured, I help you. You sick, I also can help you.
What about
That's not.
What about chaos or damage or, things that go boom?
Oh no, Uncle Jimmy is pacifist. We don't do the fighting. No chaos here.
Pacifist. Oh, not another one of these.
Dr. Grace,
Yeah.
Uncle Jimmy gives a long blink. Yes,
Yeah.
carry on.
Please ask your question.
so, how's your bedside manner?
What?
Which are you talking to?
Both of you. Might as well ask now.
Do you know what that means, Nara? Bedside manner?
Absolutely no.
Okay,
No.
bedside manner is how kind a doctor is. Are they kind? Do they give the patient bad news softly?
Okay. It depends on who you are.
Okay.
Yes. If you're a terrible person, I be terrible doctor. If you're good man, I am a good doctor.
I'm more practical in my delivery. I'm pretty stern about it. I'm not the kindest, but I tell you straight.
Okay, yeah.
Here's watching
What can I
Sabeiro.
have my
She has no
face?
idea why he asked.
The thing to keep in mind is, based off of both of those responses, you have to understand we find ourselves in quite a few scraps, and it's best for somebody to be able to give us the straight bad news at almost all times. I'd like to know whether or not my body is not going to make it in the shortest amount of words possible, and Dr. Grace over the past few months has been able to do that just fine by saying, get over it, get up, I'm done healing you, and quit being a baby. So,
Worked quite well so far.
this weird's still here.
He's still standing. Yep.
Okay, no comment.
Sarah will
Well,
lean
here's the
in
thing.
and
If you want me to tell you bad news, I can give you bad news. If you're going to die, I will tell you you're going to die, unless you want otherwise.
How about
yeah.
saving people from death? Can you do that?
I can only try my best. Like many other doctors, death comes in suddenly, even when it's not. You see, my philosophy on life is very simple. Death can come slow, death can come quick, death can be an expected scenario, but death will always be sudden, and we need to get over it at some point. Sometimes there are things that is beyond my control, and sometimes I regret not saving a couple of lives. But we have to move on nonetheless. I cannot make promises, but I can promise you I do my best.
Well, that was
You just made a promise.
surprisingly profound.
you see, Uncle Jimmy, we may have a difference that we should explore between you and I. You speak of death. I am death. I'm the death in the night, the death in the day. I kill people, Uncle Jimmy. And if you cannot stand by that, we will have an issue.
Oh no, I just will not participate.
So when we are in a fight,
Oh.
even if it is to rescue a hostage, you will be useless. It's a question. Just got a question mark at the end of that.
I will help you for as long as your body needs it. Your objective and how you choose to move along with your mission, I will have no say. However, if you wish to commit evil in front of me, I will be judging you. But I will not stop you.
Comes with that judgment. How do you
Yes. One way to find out, huh?
I think we would like to find out.
Yes.
We do not like unknowns here. So however you exact your justice as a pacifist, I would love to hear it.
Well, for one, pacifist does not employ violence. So I hope that would serve as enough of an explanation.
So how do you meet your objectives? if you do not use the threat of violence.
The objective is a very I don't live my life with the assumption that I have an objective to clear on the day. I handle issues as they come. You know, cross the bridge when we come to it.
Diplomatically?
Right. I have very little interest in the ways you commit to your mission. But I have seen violence my whole life. I have also seen acts of charity my whole life. It is, how do I say this? It is normal. It is natural. It is to be expected. Now, I won't stop you. Like I said, I have no power to stop you. I am only a doctor. I am not a warrior. But if you want to commit murder, I will judge you. But I will not judge you in violence, but rather, let's just say my opinion of you will change very drastically.
Okay.
But don't worry, no violence. I pacifist, yeah? If you're sick, I help you. Broken, I also help.
Alright, so practically speaking, you're a healer then?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you suck.
Well.
Suck what?
Unless you can't kick ass, then I will do it myself.
Oh, so you would do violence?
Out
of annoyance? Sera perks up.
Maybe.
Alright, here's the plan, everyone. She looks at Sophie. All of us must get into a fight and do nothing. And then Uncle Jimmy will be at his worst.
I will walk away.
She'll chuckle to herself.
Greatest act of violence is walking away.
Yes, I am pacifist until I think otherwise.
Is your belief based on something or someone?
I believe peaceful might be the word you're looking for there, bud.
Yes, peaceful, yes. Yes, I am a
Oh.
peaceful individual.
Like an inner calm. You seek inner peace?
Yes.
I believe we do not have an issue then.
Excellent.
Turn of phrase. How powerful.
Come again?
She'll smile to herself in her giant brain. Right, so, doctor to doctor, anything else you two need to communicate?
You found a colleague right now. You can talk to them as much as you want.
This fucking token Arcadum. I can't even look at the
It's just pausing. Well, what kind of doctor are you? Pause.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a pogter.
Yeah. Yes.
I'd start on Yelp.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
So, okay. What kind of experience do you have treating people?
Okay. My experience goes as far. Okay, so let me just tell you where I come from, yeah? I come from a time when fighting is a very commonplace. Everybody coming to my tent or my office, bloody, wounded. But as time passed by, I see less bloody people and more sick people, which is a good thing, because less killing, you know? Let life take you instead of each other. I am very good at dealing with physical injury and sickness. Anything beyond that is, in the realm of magic, I am not so confident. But yes, primarily physical injury and sickness. Yes?
Sure, okay.
Your eyes are judging me so fucking hard right now.
Yeah, see, it's worse. If I get his whole face, it's worse, dude. Just look
I
at it.
love the whole face. This is phenomenal. I feel like that's the battle call.
You die now? I whoop your ass to Monday now.
Does your face make any other expression than what you're making right now?
No.
Well, I think we're gonna have a problem, but...
Does your face make any other expression than what you're making now?
Sera looks at
No.
Evelyn. She's
No.
actually curious.
I think I'm seeing a pattern amongst doctors. They're only capable of one emotion.
Must be something about Conflux.
Yes.
Make a face, I guess it sticks that way.
I feel very uncomfortable relating to him. It's weird.
Well, Uncle Jimmy, what do you think of the Taladoni? She'll once again stare him right in the face to see a reaction.
No opinion. Don't care. Actually, really don't care. I have no interest in politics. Politics are for stupid people with no, with too much money.
So what does drive you, Uncle Jimmy?
What drives me is the individual. I believe in life, not ideals. You have all the time in the world to live your life. You have all the time in the world to live through your ideals. But you can't do both without your life. So I am more focused on the life.
All right.
Kind of like that ideology, not gonna lie.
Actually, that is a religion, Sabeiro.
This is why politics is stupid.
I mean, I guess that answers that question then. I am out of my element. Can someone ask questions, please?
The doctor is out of their element?
Dr. Jimmy,
Yes.
by chance, are you willing to put your life on the line for those around you? Or are you willing to make the sacrifice play? For what purpose would you do that?
It depends on the person, I'll be honest with you. If I see a piece of shit, I probably won't save it. But if it's somebody who is deserving of respect, someone who is, I will use the word worthy, then maybe I will put my life on the line. I'm an old man. I don't have long anyway.
How do you define who is worthy?
A judgment of character. At some point, somewhere in our lives, when we consider ourselves or when we judge others to be good or evil, my view on things is, as an individual, how would you view others as you would view yourself? I don't believe in the concept of good or evil in general. I believe people do things for a reason. And for many cases, some reasons may be more right than others. But that doesn't change the fact that they do passionately believe in what they do. If I feel like you're doing things for no reason, if I feel like you're doing things whimsically, if I don't think I see any thought in your actions, then you are not worthy. But
Good,
if you
then
truly
you're
believe in
4
what you do,
instead of 5 then.
yes.
She'll look at Albert. Albert, do you have any questions for Uncle Jimmy?
How old are you?
Old enough.
Old enough for what?
See, I lost count after 20.
Can you not count past 20?
No, I stopped counting after 20. Listen, I was an elf in my previous life. You think I got time to count my birthday? At some point you...
Elf? What is an elf doing in a body like that? How?
I know, I wonder why I'm in the body of a failure, but you don't choose.
This body's a failure.
Well, he's
Do
human,
you
first of all.
like the vessel? She's saying that word intentionally. The vessel that you were in?
I would like to be a lot younger.
So perhaps the pursuit of knowledge or power to change.
Yes. Yeah, I died very old. And I
Then
think
you
the
and
new
I
body
will get
just as
along.
old.
God damn it, Sera.
Yes,
I
I'm
would
sure we will
like
get
to be
along.
younger.
I would like to be spry and young again. Now I can't walk. My ankle not working.
Does he have a cane?
Yes.
Will you
But that's not
describe what the cane looks like? Is it just like a wooden stick or is it like an ornate carved?
It looks like it's perfect for beating up people.
Ah, that's awesome!
It's not for walking.
A caning stick. That's so cool. Does Sera actually
Yes.
notice that?
Yeah, he'd have his
Yes.
he'd have his whoop ass stick with him.
She'll peek around the table and notice the cane.
Okay.
And
Uncle
you
Jimmy
can
look-
see that Sera looks at that, and then she looks at Uncle Jimmy, and she just smiles. And it's a pleasant smile, like she's just smiling at him like she approves.
So Uncle Jimmy presents the cane and he says, so this is the equipment I use to produce divine punishment, you know? Sometimes
You got
Sometimes
a
the-
switch.
the slipper don't do the job, so I have to use the cane to give proper whoop-ass. Some people, more effective.
I appreciate
Yes.
your use of violence.
Yes, but no killing. I am a pacifist, yeah. Only whoop-ass, but no violence. Actually, same
Hero
thing.
has a 1,000-yard stare from seeing that stick.
Yes. He starts swinging that shit all over the place. And he puts it back.
Is it an intimidating display?
No, he very nice old man, yes.
Okay.
Nice old man, yes. Until
She'll
you piss him off,
just
yeah.
look approving then.
So
I was
you-
gonna have a clap.
Yes.
You don't believe in killing or violence, but you do believe in whoop ass, whatever that means.
Yes. Oh, I believe in divine punishment. Big difference. Divine punishment is when you are an imbecile.
So
So
I
you
will-
would punish the stupid. Sera's really
I will-
perking up. She's feeling this.
I will beat your body, and so your soul learns to be humble. That is the point of divine punishment. Not to cause harm. And even if it causes harm, I am doctor anyway, so no big deal.
Are you a religious man then?
Oh yeah, very religious. Yes, sorry, I forgot to mention, yeah. I am a follower of glory.
Oh,
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
huh.
See, gods don't happen here, so I have yet to, slip my mind. Oh man, dementia coming in.
Sera's gonna lean over to Sabeiro and just whisper at him. Did you know elves were this crazy?
Sabeiro doesn't respond. He just has the 1,000-yard stare, and he's also he's mumbling to himself. Yes, sir. I'll go back to the mine. Sorry for stepping out of line. Yes, sir. I'll go back to the mine. Sorry for stepping out of line.
Are you good at scouting?
sorry, I'm not laughing at character.
Uncle Jimmy takes time to think about this one. No. I backline, I am a doctor. I am not ranger.
How fast could you move?
I don't know. How fast can an old man
Did he hobble in here?
He
move? He walks fine.
he moved with a speed.
Old man speed?
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, he's got that old man grace that only airports can achieve.
So he doesn't give off like the liability air.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay, well, right, so the thing we do, zero mention of anything outside of our inner circle if you do make it in. And do you consider yourself tight-lipped? Even through torture?
It's like he is the torturer.
Oh yeah, I am the torturer. But yeah, I am very tight-lipped. Disregard the photo, but yeah, I am very tight-lipped.
So if you were to join us, you would be very loyal.
Loyal is a strong word, but I will be very tight-lipped. I can keep confidentiality. Yes.
His drive is power. So is mine. Knowledge.
My drive is to beat the infidel out of people. But okay, we see eye to eye.
I think the more important question here, Evelyn, is can you work with him?
I'm sure we can work together.
Will your
No
skill sets
problem.
complement or overlap?
It feels less like he's taking up a missing space and more like he's competing for my space, so I'm not quite sure yet.
How would
But
we
if-
figure that out?
Well, see, I see you have a doctor already. But what if, just saying, what if he sucked?
Sera does not.
Yes.
Well, that is a
You
good
would
point.
like a second doctor, no?
Sera, who usually gives Evelyn verbal jabs and everything, she bristles. She does not like that there is a stranger insulting her
You
doctor.
know, Jimmy, I never fucking considered if I suck. because I don't.
Oh,
Evelyn
me
is a
neither.
fantastic ally to have. I would appreciate if you would not
Oh.
insult so openly.
Well, I say what if, hypotheticals. We speak hypothetically,
I
But
don't
what
think
if?
it would be good for your health if we were to take this to hypotheticals.
I don't think
Okay.
either of us speaks for all doctors.
Fair. But a backup doctor will always be good. Just saying.
Now, can the two of you work together?
Sure we can, right? He looks at Evelyn.
To be determined.
One way to find out, huh?
Evelyn usually fights with her katana. I see you have a impressive-looking cane. Are you also melee
My
range?
divine punishment. My divine punishment stick. Yes,
That's another thing. Can you use a bow?
I can try.
Yeah. Okay.
Can
I
you
got
hurl
a-
divine punishment from afar?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, Arcadum. Is a slipper considered a ranged weapon?
Is a what?
Is a slipper considered a ranged weapon?
A
slipper?
slipper? It's a
Yeah.
thrown weapon.
Yes.
Just whips out the conquest.
Yeah, totally. I've got 2 ammunition though. Only 2. After the 2, I'll be walking barefoot.
Does Sera know Evelyn's subclass? I want to ask Uncle Jimmy if his subclass is the same, but I don't know how to do that in character.
We can do it after. Not now.
Well, I mean, that's something that you can kind of detect. What did you choose, Nara?
I didn't choose yet.
You haven't
I
chosen
haven't
yet?
chosen yet.
Ah,
Yeah, I
okay.
haven't chosen.
All right, so
Okay, we can talk about it after then.
It is undetermined. It could be
Open
anything.
market.
What is Uncle Jimmy? No one knows.
Yes, no one knows. Yes, open market.
Night markets only.
Yes, yes. No, I hope I didn't offend anybody here. I am just very, straightforward,
Sera will pat Evelyn on the shoulder. I don't believe we had offense taken. Anything else we need to ask?
Oh, that's good to hear. Very good to hear.
I request a performance.
Absolutely not.
Wait,
Sera
Why?
does laugh just a little bit at that exchange.
Absolutely not. You're not getting anything from me yet.
you
Listen.
misunderstood.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Hmm?
he summons a dagger and proceeds to slice his arm.
Okay.
Doctor me.
As always.
Gonna fucking
meant
get
the
that
wound.
infected.
Oh, you want me to go in detail? Okay. So he sees you have an open wound. Is it bleeding? Whatever. If it's bleeding, he wipes off the blood. He sanitizes the wound. He covers the wound. Tapes it up. Mends it nicely for you. No magic.
Alright, that seems above board.
What is this?
One day, you can take it off after. When you shower, take it out.
That seems like a hassle.
Oh yeah, I know. Don't get hurt next time then.
She grabs his arm and casts Cure Wounds and then goes back to sit down.
Thank you, Evelyn. The bandage just falls off. Ah, much better. Well-
Sera will stand up because he is, well, she doesn't think he's elderly, but she will stand up this time and she will say, "Thank you, Uncle Jimmy. It was a pleasure to talk with you."
It was my pleasure. Yes.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Go
Yes,
stand
yes,
and
it's good to hear.
Yeah.
reach for a
Well-
shake.
Uncle Jimmy goes to look for tea.
He just helps himself in our bar area.
Yeah, you're not having it. You run out of tea.
Oh yeah, sure, help yourself.
I am uncomfortable.
Fucking token.
I have the capability for violence, but I don't think I'm going to change just because he's in the party.
Uncle Jimmy is added to the bachelor pool.
That guy was kind of weird. I never met an elf, but
Yeah.
He
Thank
was
God
a
you had
bit-
me, right?
Disciplinary stick. I wasn't.
I will never question your healing abilities again.
Yeah.
All right.
He was a
But
bit
gravel it.
all over the place. A pacifist, but not. I don't think he actually is.
I think it's crazy, to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
Sounds like a bored old man. Look for something to do.
That man frightens me.
It's okay, Sabeiro.
I got
That's
peed
back.
real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Keep going.
Begin urination.
Can I also? Yes. Bye.
Yeah, I think we're gonna.
It's a good time to take a small break. I'll throw up an
Oh,
ad.
man.
Hey guys, you like ads? Here, have an ad.
Any pissers in the chat? Any shitters?
I did take a piss before this interview. Ha ha ha. Hee hee. Woohoo.
You came prepared.
True.
I've
True.
pissed like 5 times out of sheer nerve. It's insane.
Here, have an ad.
Good luck.
I'm going to take advantage of this break because I am shaking in excitement.
I'm
Let's
right
go.
there with you, chump.
You're gonna go to the stall and piss together and just hold hands through that little gap in the.
We got 3 to go.
Hmm. I really wish I got a. I was gonna do that. Do that cherry blossom clackers, and then was it the show the Soldier Boy Yo? Got that.
Oh, he's hitting the soldier.
You know the. Hold on. Just hitting Ragdar.
Sabeiro had his PTSD from fucking disciplinary sticks.
Hold on. I was gonna do that if I had a soundboard.
Yo!
I still need to work on my timing.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ah. I totally should have tried to like fucking sleight of hand. Thankfully, I built my character to fucking be a lot of things, except evil.
Well, we got 3 people left, and then we get to go and make our proper decision.
Would you consider yourself a jack of all trades?
Master of none, but yes.
Mm.
Better than a master of one.
Mm. But it's crazy to me that expertise like got me damn near almost next to. Was it Sera's Arcana? That's actually shocking. I don't even have any int.
What the fuck?
I can also do survival. I've hard coded those two. Well, no, I've hard coded persuasion and Arcana. I can. I'm proficient in survival, but I can switch from the comes and goes to expertise, so I can have a +6 in that as well.
The major problem is you can't comes and goes to the same skill twice in a row.
True, but I can take a short rest before I go to sleep. Wipe me 30 minutes before we get up and go, and I could be good at damn near anything.
That's if we have the time to do that. We might not always have the time to do that.
Ooh.
That's where the problem lies. We might
Oh,
not
no.
have a situation for that. Oh!
Wololo.
I'm having so much fun, y'all. I'm excited to be the other
Me
3.
too. Job, guys.
I should have said I could make a man piss himself 10 feet from me. Prestidigitation's a bitch. I can make a man front shit himself.
Front shit.
That would have been hilarious if he had Sabeiro just piss himself.
Yeah, I know, right? I was gonna ask him up and smack the
Butt
shit out of him.
pee. Oh.
Do it on the
And
other
then-
master.
Dick.
And
Let
then
me
all of us regret that decision.
Exactly. That's why.
Little did you
Right,
know
say
you
that.
activated my trap card. Gonorrhea.
On Maria,
I
I
have
can clean
syphilis.
it up.
It's like a froth and trough down there.
Jesus Christ. Prestidigitation, get that shit out of here.
I can't
Get that
get
shit
it
outta
checked.
here.
Uncle Jimmy just left.
Well, I can wait, and I could be somewhat good at that.
I don't want Evelyn to look at my penis. It's just, that's a no-go. I'll have some stranger do it. Evelyn will laugh at it, and that's why it's so small. I didn't say that. That explains a lot.
All right, hold on.
Are we in a break?
The brown
Yeah,
note.
we're on a PvP.
Okay, okay.
Welcome back. To...
We all here?
I'm good.
Arcadum?
So what's our theme song? I feel like Little White.
I'm back.
Da-da-da. Oh, hello.
I mean,
Everybody
it's
back?
this one, of
I'll
course.
stop Smash Mouth.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
I believe we are.
You.
All right, here we go. So, the next individual that approaches, I think Frosty, please introduce your character's look and then introduce them.
Hi, hello everyone. Greetings. My character is quite a tall, sturdy-looking Kaskari with a sort of top-focused armor, whereas one side is open, showing part of his chest, and on his chest is a tattoo, which is basically a forward-facing lupine creature with horns. And on top of that, this character is always smiling. It's almost scary, but he's always smiling, regardless. And yeah. I find pleasure in making your acquaintance. I go by Marvus Descartes. And I come here to answer this call you have for assistance.
Hello, Marvis. I am Sera. This is Evelyn. She'll gesture to the right. Sabeiro on the left. And Albert, who's closest to you.
Great,
Welcome.
great. Thank you.
Please sit.
Sera will smile back, showing as many teeth as possible. She's doing it to be polite, not to be rude. She's just trying to match his expression.
Albert will give like one of the smiles when it's like awkward and in video game smiles, you know, when they not rendered it properly.
Oblivion disposition.
Yeah.
I can't really move the character, so there's that.
No, I got you. There you go.
Alright, thank you. Alright. Well, shall we go into business, right? What do you wish to know of me?
Tell us about yourself, Marvis.
Oh, alright. Would you like the combat or out of combat explanations?
Whichever you would like to start with.
Sorry.
Is that a hyena laugh?
That was pretty good, actually.
That was
Sorry,
good.
It's a stick. I do not know how to take it away from me. Anyway, I am what you would call a traveler of sorts. Yes, I go from place to place, and I've been doing so for quite a while. And to do so, I have grown accustomed, and my body has as well, as you can see, kind of like pounds on his chest. I am quite sturdy. On top of that, Kaskari are naturally great trackers. You see, we have a great sense of smell. And even at nighttime, we can see better than most, to be completely honest with you. Mm. Besides that, well, I guess you can say I am quite a proficient carpenter, right? Oh, I'm also a great cook.
A cook? Oh, Sera looks a
Yes,
little like, oh.
a cook. Tribe makes excellent food when I come from.
I don't think any of us really cook. That would be nice.
I just kind of look at the kitchen. Well, this is kind of wasted then. Wouldn't you agree?
I would assume so. Yes. You said that you have the ability to track, see in the dark. By chance, are you good at scouting, or at least traversing the conflux as a whole, possibly dealing with any possible flux, storms?
Like, can't really say I have the power to reverse storms, but in order to be able to survive as long as I have, you learn to commune with nature to an extent.
Nothing natural about this place.
We make do with what you get, don't we?
I suppose.
So far we have.
So,
Tell me,
stay into questions.
have you died before?
I just kind of like look at you, full grin, but eyes are kind of like in suspicion. It's like, died? But what do you mean by died? I'm standing here with you, am I not?
Yes, but not everything is like it seems. In this continent.
I do not understand your point, but I do agree that we live in strange times, yes. Well,
Combat
You
scenario,
are,
where would you best be found in a group of wizard, cleric, and two fighters?
wherever you want the most damage to go, both towards the party and towards the others. You want me in the front? I will be in the front. You want me to defend the back? I will be defending back. I am quite swift in battlefield.
Oh. Sera, sorry for interrupting you. Do you desire to have a question here?
you are good at tracking, at scouting. Bit of an odd question for you. Which direction are you facing right now?
Hmm.
If you were to track something, how would you do it?
I follow my nose, I follow my eyes, and whatever instincts I have.
So if we've lost a sovereign, how would you help us track him?
Hypothetically.
I'm gonna sit down, cross my arms a bit, and ponder. Hmm. Well, I would believe the first step would be to gather information, correct? Find out lost whereabouts, where he could have gone, where he has been. From there, it's a matter of circumstance, really. If he was kidnapped, we must search for kidnapped. If he is lost, we must search for lost. Nature is, as you said, not natural in this place. Sorry.
I love that so much. That's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're not able to track by scent, it sounds like you default to, well, common sense. Is that fair?
To an extent. I'm also, like I said, I've survived for quite a while traveling. I've, not to toot my own horn, but I've gained quite a proficiency to surviving out in the wild.
It is not relevant to this conversation, but I am interested. And she's going to lean her hand out so it's laying along the table. What do I smell like to you?
Do I have to roll anything for it, or is it just like whatever? Arcadum son.
Yes?
Do I have to roll for it, or is it just whatever?
You can just roleplay it out.
Alright. So.
And Sera's genuinely curious. She doesn't look malicious or anything.
You smell like. You smell like the mountains. In the winter.
Oh. She looks pleased. Thank you. She'll look at Evelyn. Evelyn,
Nope.
anything you would like to ask our guest?
Don't smell me.
That's not a question.
I know.
Can you smell
I
me?
giggle at that.
A few little snowflakes trickle around Sera. She's that happy.
If you smell me, you might fall unconscious. I'm sorry. I don't feel that great.
Well, your friend here smells like sewer. So I don't know how bad that can be in comparison.
So, what
Thank
type
you.
of weapon do you wield?
Oh, you want to see them? And I pull out my circle and my hammer and I put them on the table.
Huh.
Red the dead.
What a curious combination of weapons.
Of course. I need one to build and one to cut meat. What do you expect?
Union.
I've traveled alone for quite some time. Maybe Union wouldn't be so bad.
Do you have experience with other weapons that may not be on you right now?
Well, I can use most weapons. Swords, spears.
Bows.
Potentially, but it's very circumstantial.
Alright.
What are your most favorable skills?
What
do
you mean?
excel at?
Oh,
With
but I
this,
excel at?
tracking.
Well, like I said, trust me. When you eat the food I make, oh, you will feel great. So I am very proud of food. Besides that, I guess you can say I am proud of my body. It has withstood the test of time, the test of despair, and it stands there amongst you. So I can take a beating and I can give one too.
Arcadum, is our kitchen stocked with a few ingredients?
Yeah.
Marvis, would you mind? I would very much like to eat something that's not bread. Is there something you could make us in 10 minutes?
I kind of just stare at the kitchen. I can see what I can scounder up, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Are we
So he's gonna
cooking?
move
We
over.
cooking in here, bro?
To this stool, and she's gonna sit and watch the show.
We cooking, fam.
All right, go ahead and roll for me using your cooking tools. A D20 plus, I believe it's the highest of your mentals, plus proficiency.
Alright, so D20 plus. All right.
Sera Ramsey over here.
Could I also use my hacking ability? As part of the cook?
Arcadum.
Hold on, I'm trying to look up what ingredients would be in there.
Okay.
So there's a lot of grains. There's some rice, wheat. There's some barley. The kegs have some wine in them, and Actually, this is after that. So there's also a few pieces of meat that have been conjured from a flux storm.
Interesting. Yeah, but I was asking, could I add on my tuck-in ability for this meal?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. So, it's 1d20, correct?
Yeah.
Plus proficiency plus highest mental. Oh, I've made a mistake. How do I do this? 20.
Dash R space 1d20 plus 2 plus 1.
There you go.
Nice.
Sarah leans in. She puts her brain in her lap so it doesn't touch on the floor.
Alright. I will try to make rice with I'll try to cook the rice and the meat. Try and make a curry for the rice using the wine, as well as part of the meat and whatever spices I can organize here. And I shall add on the tuck-in ability to it. Do I just paste it in chat?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure. I don't know what it is. I'd love to see it or read it.
There you go.
So everybody gains temporary hit points.
Oh, cool. And all their allies gain the custodian character levels. That's so cute. Oh, what a cute ability, y'all. Tuck in.
So you get 5 temporary hit points as you eat a pretty impressive meal.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Marvis. This was fantastic. She's doing her best. She wants to just like shove her face into the bowl, but she's doing her best to maintain her manners.
I feel so warm inside.
I'm glad I could help in one occasion at least.
Sarah moved back to the interview table with her bowl still eating.
It's so good. You're doing the little kid dance where you move your knees when you're eating something really good. You're like
jiggling her knees, wiggling her toes.
Toe wiggling? Hold on. That's
so, Barbara's in the middle of a bite. What do you think of the Taladoni? Her mouth is full.
Smacks lips.
I mean, I haven't really run into them. I've had no issue to confirm nor suspect anything of them. Nor do I have any reason to have problems with them. So, take that as you wish, I guess.
Excellent. I am Taladoni. She keeps eating.
Congratulations, I guess.
I'll take it.
I take it you're somebody who's more of a team player. You like to work with a group. Tend to not want to go solo.
I've been alone for quite some time, and, you know, I would appreciate the company on occasion.
By chance, under your own ideological circumstances, are you willing to make the sacrifice play? Are you willing to put your life on the line for those around you?
If I have reason to be loyal, I don't see why not. As it is, I've risked my life daily. Doesn't make me a difference whether it's for myself or for another.
By chance you pick up other work? You said that you're a carpenter. There are some not so glamorous things we do around here. Mining, gardening, janitorial and custodial duties. Among other things, including research. By chance, do you think that you'd be able to do your part amongst that? Among other things.
I can do most of the physical labor, yeah? I do not mind that one bit. However, I might struggle a bit. Like I said, I travel, I'm not reader.
Feels as if you're hitting a few check boxes for me. Let's just say that. But Let's see what everybody else has to say. Anybody else have any questions for Mr. Descartes?
I haven't really seen any problem yet, but there is confidentiality in this group. You can't discuss what we're planning or what our major goals are outside of this circle. Not even our identities. So, if you're tight-lipped and can withstand potential torture, not from us, but from being captured and such, it is more important than our lives that you do not disclose that. You understand?
Of course.
That's it for me.
Marvis,
Yes?
do you mind killing sentient beings of the flesh?
I don't mean to surprise you, but I've had my fair share of murders coming in.
Murder.
Seer smiles into her bowl.
Well, that was a good line.
Sabeiro's just still slowly eating his food, pacing it.
So you don't mind that?
I mean, look, out there, you do what you can to survive. Whether it be beast or man, well, that's about it, really.
I agree.
So, are we done?
Do you have any,
Do you have any
questions
questions for us?
Well, you are very in sync, aren't you?
Seer just smiles.
Slight question, perhaps. On way here, a few of my associates, if you will, said something about not being from here, correct? Do you know something about that?
I believe that was the topic Albert was trying to explore with you. If you'd like to pick that back up, Albert.
Wait, so you weren't just being secretive?
Oh, Look, I don't mean to alarm you, but there's certain point in life that it's kind of a blur, if you will. Yes. There are times when I see myself as young Kaskari pup practicing with kin to protect each other. But I see it's I can't remember it as I should. No. And other times, well, I seem to have these visions, dreams. I do not know what to call them. But I see a red man with horns. Feel his pain, his suffering, his challenges and his demise. And they haunt me. And I've never met man in life. Heck, I've never met anything like that in life. So, I guess you can say part of me coming here is, well, searching for answers.
Sabeiro's going to place a stony hand on Marvis's shoulder.
I feel as if we have kind of kinship about that. Finding answers for things we don't understand. If you were hired by us and join us, you may uncover more. But if you aren't, we might be able to guide you in a direction that might give you the answers you might want.
I would appreciate that, yes.
Sabeiro's going to take his hand off your shoulder and then go back over to his seat.
I'm done on my end.
That's all. Nobody else has any questions for Mr. Descartes?
Nah.
I think I got it. Wait.
All right. Yes.
Which method of killing do you favor?
You'd have to find out now, wouldn't you?
Oh, come on. Just little pixies.
Got a training yard with dummies.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it cannot work like that. You see, when I fight, I get quite focused. Let's say.
Go on.
I can't really say much. I can't remember much after. All I know is I get focused, people die.
Sounds a lot. Sounds a lot like someone else I know.
Great. So you are familiar with the personality, yes?
Yes. Or the race.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate kindly.
Thank you for coming.
If you could send in the next person, that'd be very much appreciated.
All right.
And Marvis has been added to the bachelor pool.
You have a bachelor's pool?
Yeah, well, James showed didn't realize that now.
Oh wow. There's a camera right there.
Can I just say,
Yeah,
he
but
checks a
there,
lot
there,
of boxes, but I just remember there are some boxes he's not checking.
Alrighty. Kate Fish! Please introduce your character. Let's go.
Hello. I am Kate Fish. I will be playing the voice and bard Nick Elrod. There she is.
Oh, I have it written down as Nicole. Is that?
Well, it's part. Don't worry.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and introduce, show what your character looks like, tell them about it, and introduce yourself.
Yeah. So like I said, she's a voicin that has black hair with purple tips, wearing leather armor adorned with a sword. And yeah. Backstories. Well, he was born and raised in Stenton with a twin sister, and they were a part of a monster hunter family. Did that for a long while until a war broke out, and where he eventually died in battle. So yeah.
Welcome. Please have a seat.
Oh, thank you. I'll give a slight bow and say we are Nick Elrod.
What?
Yeah, we.
Where's the other one?
Well, we're both in here, and you'll just point at the vessel.
Oh. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, Nicholas and Nicole Elrod at your service.
What brought you here? Should I just say Nicole, Nick, Nicholas? Which would you prefer?
Nick. It's just so that way you're talking to us both, because it'll prevent confusion later.
Oh, that's a nice nickname.
I should
kind of
hit you
wink
right
at
now.
you a little bit.
So what brought you here, Nick?
Well, I mean, y'all did. You're looking for people to join up, right?
True, but what are you looking to get out of it? What's your generalized purpose for us? To be amongst us, anyway.
Well, it's getting it. I've been here for a little while and I'm just getting kind of bored, so I need something to do.
Okay, can I just, off the bat, this isn't like a casual thing. This is serious hard work and in great danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting very excited about that. Can you elaborate?
Sorry. It's I like to fight sometimes.
Well, that's good.
Sometimes or all the time.
Just sometimes.
Also, what are you?
I was told poisoned. Although I don't know what that is. Some kind of space elf.
You're a
Told
weird-looking
by
elf.
who?
Oh, another elf.
Just people that I've come across. I don't know. I woke up in this body one day, and I've just been stuck in it.
Soul hobo. Got it.
Yeah.
Can you explain
guess,
more?
alright.
Like, do you know your race's culture or a special ability like elves do, or?
Well, I mean, it's kind of combined my sister and I's abilities. I was normally a sword fighter, bow user, and she did a lot of the magic stuff, but now we kind of do it all.
Wait, so it's not you and this body, it's you and your sister?
Yeah. It's
That's who
weird.
you mean by we?
Yeah, my twin sister, Nicole.
So there's two of you in there.
As far as I can tell, yes.
Okay.
Sera's eyes are gonna glow a little bit greener.
Is that weird? Is it not two in you and y'all?
Well, as you look closer, Sera, you can see that there is a personality within the mana, but it's difficult for you to see anything because the magic of this being is wrapped up in its natural voice and mana veil. She is certainly, or they are certainly, the more magical of those that you've seen so far.
Nick. Is that what you go by, Nick?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, she'll get up and move around the table, move around, let us sit down next to her. Hold out your hand.
We'll hold out their hand.
Sera's going to grasp Nick's hand with her own. And she's trying to probe or explore, try to understand. And she's doing it in an open, polite way. She's not trying to overpower. She wants to better understand the being that's in front of her. She's never seen it before. I'm trying, and out loud she'll say to Nick, I'm trying to help yourself and myself understand who and what you are, if you're open to that.
Nicole, what do you think? Yeah, she's cool with it. Go for it.
All right. And she'll try to probe in and understand the veil of mana that was blocking her out. You want me to roll again, Arcadum?
No need. As you take a closer look, you can see that as Nick has been talking, mana has been basically filling the room. The voice of the voicing is so powerful that it is actually infused with mana. As you look closer, you can't tell if there's two souls in this one body. But whatever it is, the soul is untethered, much like yours.
Well, Nick, I cannot tell if there are two of you in there. And, well, I would be very interested to know if you were able to do that, for I was not. But what I can tell is every word you speak is very powerful. And she'll drop Nick's hand and she'll move back to her chair.
Like metaphorically or literally?
Literally. Every word. I can feel it.
So that's what that was. Alright, capabilities. Combat or otherwise.
Well, like I said, I'm fairly adept with the sword, but I'm decent with the bow as well. My sister provides magical backup whenever I need it, and he'll cast invisibility, and then just reappear back.
Okay.
So you could scout?
Yeah, I have good and bad days, but for the most part, yeah, I can scout pretty good.
Can you
What do you-
reliably scout?
What does a bad day mean?
Well, I mean, everybody has off days. Like, are you always 100% on your intelligence? Or do you forget things sometimes?
No, I do not.
Consistency
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
matters.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Consistency matters. You may have an off day, but it could just be one day. Are you able to consistently perform said task?
I believe so, yes.
What are some valuable skills that you're capable of demonstrating? Shown spellcasting, but it's only one spell. We don't know if that's all you know.
You wanna spar, huh?
We got training dummies.
Oh, that's no fun. Dummies don't hit back.
Here, try me.
Okay.
Stand up.
God damn it, not again.
Okay. Oh, I can't move my character.
I got you.
Sera leans back. She's ready to watch the show.
Sorry.
Do you want to go first, or should I?
I was just thinking, show me what you got.
Okay.
So like a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will hit him with the magic missile, and then follow up with a sword attack.
Whoa.
So cool.
Will you describe the sword? What's the sword look like?
It's just a regular
Okay.
long sword.
Gotcha.
God damn.
Darts of missiles strike in from Albert from the back end as the longsword falls down and is hitting with the flat of the blade. This individual is skilled in both magic and martial.
I couldn't dodge that. That was impressive.
Thank you. Like I said, my sister and I are mean combo sometimes.
Can't dodge anything.
Albert, it's just magic
Sorry,
missiles. Come on.
They were following me. I couldn't.
Oh, Albert.
What?
Roster were
Oh, do you
dance,
mind?
you wouldn't get us hurt.
Do I mind what?
That really hurts.
Oh, sorry, and then I'll cast Healing Word on you.
Oh. Why, thank you.
I'm just picturing Albert like crawling over to Helen. Please fix me for my mistake.
He'll flip over the table.
Nice.
I'm all refreshed.
I am refreshed.
Yeah, you really got topped off, Al.
Yeah, that was quite the feat.
Oh, by the
Is
way,
it?
my sister thinks you're cute.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh, here we go again.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Don't
Nicole.
feed his fucking ego.
Hey, Sabeiro, how do you feel about that?
Not him yet. It's fine.
So if you don't mind me asking,
Uh-huh.
who's in charge? Is this body?
Oh, Troll's in charge.
Well, it's mostly me up front. Nicole normally doesn't control the body too often, but I wouldn't say never. I like to protect my sister, and while I'm in control, she doesn't really feel too much pain.
Okay, does Sera know anything about voicing?
Nope.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Sera's just lean forward. Let me move her out of her leaned back position. Lean forward. She's just watching Nick closely. Very interested in not only the way they look, but also the way they act and how every word is powerful.
Well, I don't mean any offense, but Nicole
Just Nikki's
isn't
fine.
really. No, Nicole isn't really talking to us right now. Is there a way we can talk to her directly?
Well, I mean, we are one.
You're telling me what she says, but we can't. It's not the same thing as hearing it from herself.
What if you've trapped her soul inside of you, unwilling?
Why would I do that to my own sister?
Why would you indeed?
Possibility of keeping her safe. That might be a motive. It might have been an act of desperation. We don't know, because we don't know you too well.
Well, it's just we both woke up in the same body. I don't know. I didn't put her here.
How do you know she's there and you're not just hearing things?
Well, I guess I don't, but I'm pretty sure it's her.
I'm feeling that we're straying from the actual interview questions as much as interrogating the individual is technically part of the interview. We do need to go and ask some pertinent team-based questions.
Yes, continue.
Which, going with that, Nick.
Yeah.
How do you operate in a team-based environment, both in terms of social encounters and combat scenarios?
Well, I was a part of a monster hunting group for a while, and then I joined up with an army for a few months before I guess died. That was a weird experience. So I would say I'm pretty good at team fighting, since you kind of have to be when you're in an army and hunting giant spiders.
Yeah.
How are y'all at team fighting?
This isn't.
Oh yeah, pretty good.
This is
pretty good.
Yeah, we good. We the best, bro.
Don't answer that shit. Come on.
Anyways,
it's a fair question. Like, I don't know y'all.
We are excellent at team fighting. That is why we are here.
That is a fair point.
Have you ever fought a queen?
I can't say that I have.
Didn't think so.
Wait,
anyway.
You fought a queen?
I fought a Houlihan by myself.
What is your most favorable skill?
Most favorable? I mean, not to brag, but I'm fairly strong and dexterous.
Strong and dexterous?
Yeah, yeah.
Good at
Why do you
scouting?
You already
I'm a
asked
decent
that.
scout. Oh yeah, we already asked that. Sorry.
Yeah.
We got so off the point of grilling about
it's fine.
This person's sister. It's just,
hey, believe me, when you have somebody shouting in your head 24/7, it can be confusing sometimes. I get it.
I know exactly what that's like.
By chance. Are you willing to put your life on the line for others? Are you willing to make the sacrifice play for those that you care about and those around you, even for a cause or purpose?
I mean, I already did once, so why not again?
Well, you died last time.
Yeah, and you're asking me to die again, so. Wait, we're getting paid for this, right?
Yeah. Well, if you're hired, there's negotiations for that.
Okay.
You get a proper share of everything.
There you go. Yeah, it's a share of the loot.
Yeah. Okay.
And also a stake in the fortress too, because you become a full party member. So.
Yeah, you'll be one of the lieutenants.
Very good benefits. I like this.
Yo, we getting paid, bro?
I don't care.
Any payers in the chat? Any payment enjoyers?
Any pension havers?
This isn't some missionary. This is very dangerous stuff. It will impact a lot of people, and it will ask a lot of you.
Uh-huh. What kind of things is it gonna ask me?
killing, murdering,
Uh-huh.
political drama.
Ooh, that's gross. I don't like political.
Yeah.
But
Well, sadly, that's part of the game for us.
yeah, I get that it would come with the territory.
Magical bullshit.
Mhm.
All different kinds of creatures.
Did you say magical bullshit?
The ones
You're
you
magical
hold dear dying on you.
Wait, who's dying?
The ones you hold dear.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's never a good feeling. It'll kind of like do like a little twitch in his eye.
Mm-hmm.
By chance, does anybody else have any questions?
How's your dental?
Nick, what is your position on the Taladoni?
Albert will
Who?
repeat the smile.
Who's the Taladoni?
That's all I needed to know.
No, but seriously, who's the Taladoni?
In due time, Nick. In due time.
If you're hired on, we will give you the full debrief on it.
Okay, I mean, that's fair.
As you probably understand, the matter of our dealings are most secretive. Right, Evelyn?
What?
Oh, you know.
Oh,
all
you
the
want me to
secrets.
say, okay.
Yeah, you want to do the thing. Do the thing.
Yeah. Fuck you for stealing my thing.
You'll leave.
What's leading you into it?
I was gonna get to it in due time, Albert.
I'm sorry. I just, you know.
He just looks between them, very confused.
So,
Uh-huh.
I tried to stress this earlier, but this is super important, and it involves many people not knowing. Very few people know about this to begin with, and we intend to keep it that way, even if someone else tries to coerce you out of it or even tortures you. And you need to, more than anything, need to make sure your mouth is shut when it comes to this. Our major goals, our allies' identities, and what we're capable of.
I give you my word, your secrets are safe with me.
Alright.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That includes your sister's word.
Well, naturally.
Do you speak for anyone else?
No, it's just me and her.
Okay.
Well, Nick, thank you for coming and stopping by and talking with us. I must say, you are one of the most interesting things I've seen in a while.
He'll kind of wink right back at you.
Is your skin pink?
It's more of a, I guess, a purplish lilac color. I don't know. I don't do colors.
Don't ask
Yeah, me
people
neither.
about their skin tone, Albert.
Sorry, I'm just curious.
Are you both colorblind?
Well, I am missing an eye.
I just don't know many colors like pink, red, blue, green.
Stop talking.
When you said lilac, I'm gone.
Thank you, that's all.
No. Thank you. And she
Yeah,
kinda
okay, go get the next person.
saunter away.
Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy your skin color. It looks good.
Bruh.
What the fuck, dude?
Albert, why don't
Talk
you have
about
confidence
people's
in any
skin
of us?
tone, Albert, that's weird.
What the fuck, dude? We almost
agree
made
that.
it, man. We almost made it to the end, bro. Almost missed it by that much. I like the color of your
Skin
skin.
color got approved.
We ain't done yet.
You're gonna offer her lotion next?
I like the color of your skin.
I don't use lotion. Do you have any?
I don't like where this conversation is going because my
The
natural
interview
question is
is
about
over.
lubricant.
Ah yes, thank you, Nick. You're dismissed.
Okay.
Dick will give a slight bow and walk away.
Sera waves with one hand.
All right, Nick has been added to the bachelor pool. All right, but last, but certainly not least, is the slammer from the mighty jammer, the Mississippi from the Mississippi hit. Okay. Next up we have is Chomp. Please introduce your character. Bloop. Warning, warning,
Hi.
warning. Warning, warning.
Hi. Please call me Chomp. I'm playing Xie, a bard vessel voicin who has awakened into her vessel as of 2 weeks. Alone, she was miraculously afforded affections of strangers and eventually caught wind of a particular group of comrades.
Oh.
Miss, do you require clothes? I can get you some clothes.
I'm gonna
blushes.
roleplay her as
That's not
having
the
some
look.
clothes on because she's
Okay.
been awake for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's not actually a wooga naked, a booga dooga. However, Sera will
Not right
recognize another voicing.
This is. This
You
is
must be
becoming
the
a pattern.
sister, right?
What did you say your name was?
Nicole?
Xie, she would say calmly and nothing more.
Shishi, it's a
Yes.
pleasure to meet you. My name is Sera. These are my companions. She'll hold out her hand for them to introduce themselves.
I'm Sabeiro. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sure.
I'm Albert.
And Evelyn.
Patiently awaiting each of their greeting. She thanked them. A pleasure to meet you all, and took a seat. By the lighting of the building, you can see that her skin resembled the color of lavender flowers. But her skin was nothing as simple as flowers. It looked otherworldly. And her eyes, they were covered with a sheer black strip. Yet she sat poised. Though her eyes were covered, her facial features were developed. She looked to be in her late 30s by human standards. Obviously, by long, dark purple hair, she didn't seem like a human, and without thought to what her actual age is, she at least seemed matured. Thank you for your time today. I'm here because of a calling. There has been chatter outside of these walls, and I've come to ask for a spot here. And she'd fall silent, awaiting a response.
Shishi, we just met someone who looked like you, and I have never seen creatures. Sera's looking for the right word. Creatures like yourself. What are you?
Looking across at the woman who had spoken, and past sheer black fabric, Xie sees a vision of blue, and she considers her calm words and this question. Voicing. That is what a mother's voice tells me.
In your head or your actual mother?
This place that we are in is not everything is as it seems. I want to believe that this voice is palpable. but I only hear it in my head.
Okay. That's
That's
fine.
like is that like a race thing or?
I'm guessing, yeah, I just need to get used to it. So, what will you provide for us? How would you fit in?
Before answering that question, Shisha would momentarily fidget. Her limbs are covered with a black, tight bodysuit, and her hands are covered with black gloves. All of her other accessories are clad in black, but her lilac skin sticks out. And finally, after another breath, to temper herself, she comes to a conclusion. I can accompany your ability. And with that moment of announcing that she would accompany their abilities, there was a sure breath under her tone, solid, truthful when answering this question.
Sera has an
I must
idea.
admit,
Keep going, keep going.
I must admit that I am new to this world of Conflux. I've only been awake for 2 weeks, yet I can feel ability within me and feel potential. What I bring you is my accompanying in you all.
Have you discovered those abilities yourself and ironed them out?
I've had the sweetness of strangers help me.
All right, and could you describe in more detail what you can do?
Do you sing for us? Sera's been putting it together in the back of her mind since Nick that she can chant, which has a huge power of words, and she's watching the magic of each word she and Nick have said. So putting it all together, she will ask the simple, would you sing for us?
Sucking in a breath of air, Shisha readies herself upon by the call of this blue-clad woman. And on cue, she sang until she would be ordered to stop.
What does Sera feel, Arcadum?
So, the effect of the voice in actively singing is a miraculous thing. The walls begin to groan under the weight of the mana. Each of you will feel almost like a wind that you cannot detect blow through you. Those of you that are magically inclined can feel the waves of mana just wafting over you. You are a bard, right, Chomp?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
All right, and therefore, with this practiced ease of both her natural inclination and talent of her race, and the focus and training of those of the Bardic Act, you feel that there is a very succinct purpose to each word, the voice, the sound, the tone, but there is something else as well. After each wave of mana, the shadows darken slightly, and you see a similar shadow with its hand on her shoulder. And then, as her song comes to the end, it is gone.
Albert is just dazed right now.
Is there a particular emotion Sera would have felt attached with that?
Longing.
Sera
Evelyn.
looks sad around the edges. She just accepted that her wife was finally gone. And that song brought back the memories.
Her insecurities sort of well up, but feels comforted by something. And she just feels kind of vulnerable, but she continues on. Right, well, I felt that. Did you feel that?
Yeah. It would seem that my suspicion is correct. The power of, well, the magic that's in their words, one sung, is perhaps what they are meant to do. They being, she'll hold out her creature. She doesn't have a name for what they are. Nick was also lilac, right? Lilac skin.
Yes. Similar skin tone.
These lilac creatures seem to be born to sing.
Right, okay. Well, that was lovely, but back to the original topic. We encounter a lot of danger, and so do you know how to protect yourself and others?
I do know how to protect myself and others. I feel capability within my limbs.
Great. Okay, moving on.
What is your purpose, Chishi? What drives you? What motivates you? What are you looking for?
This time, Xie would turn her head again. There would be small notices where she would turn whenever somebody at the table would talk, focused on each individual. She appreciated every word they spoke to her. My purpose? My purpose is to live. This feels like a dream. A vicious dream. When I close my eyes, I see terrible things of a past life. And I feel like I'm that person. But when I look at my body and see where I am, my mind is confused. And I just see myself for what I am. There is much open-endedness, but that's how I feel. Open.
You are like us, Chishi. All of us have a past life. That did not occur here on Conflux.
We often have a similar feeling of just being uncomfortable in our own skin and wondering whether this new vessel should be integrated with us or we should live on without it. Going on these journeys really helps with self-discovery, so maybe it will help you too and unlock your own potential.
Hearing the two women at the table speak to Xie, made her feel warm. There was a familiarity between women in this body and an old memory. And with the weight of their words, Shisha reached up and unbound the black sheer fabric from her eyes, while those two women had laid out their insecurities. The least that right now Shisha can do is reveal her own, and that is her sight. Scared to see, but now forced to see. Magenta eyes looked at the member at the table, and those eyes softened. I'm sorry for what you've gone through.
It's all good. Hey, can one of you two ask the question? I feel really weird right now.
We all have weights on our soul, Shishi. And it is astute of you to so readily find them, and to bring them to the surface. I believe for us to explore how you can help us achieve our goals, can you do much the same against those who would oppose us? Can you weaken our enemies?
Who are your enemies?
Unfortunately, the exact information I would not like to provide you unless you were to sign on. However, I will lay out that our next initiative is to rescue an individual from a precarious situation. And I suspect the creatures we will be facing are abnormal and arcane in nature.
A moment of silence had fallen over the woman seated at the head of the table talking. Deep consideration. Another moment. It was a hefty question, one that couldn't be readily answered, especially for someone who has only been awake for 2 weeks. Yet, here Sheshe is. By the miracles of movement and maybe the wishing of stars, she sat here. Sitting there, looking clad in black, she looked like an empty canvas, a black flag, ready to take on a cause, to do something. After another moment, she responded, I want to belong.
I know what it means to be alone. But again, I must ask, we have to understand how you can help us progress. It is one to have an individual help us face our true selves. It is another thing entirely to help us be greater as a team than as individuals. What can you offer us on the battlefield?
The battlefield. I feel I can offer you euphoria. When I have casted a spell and looked upon an ally, chances arisen for them, better chances out of 3. It's a euphoria that I feel is gifted upon me by this new voice and vessel. Along with that, I have aimed to learn support spells. I am not especially masterful in anything, but in this 2 weeks' time, I have made bounds and progress by learning these support spells, by thinking upon myself and trying to center who I am. And lastly, while Shisha said that, she would take a wooden staff that had been fastened behind her back, pulling it out from the black corset and out from her long, dark purple hair. She brought out the staff and held it horizontal in front of her bosom while seated. I've learned magic to imbue these wooden staff with magic and let it sing to the tune of my heart and aid those around me by bringing out bigger abilities that they already have. May I show you?
Luck and growth. Yes, please. Demonstrate.
Hey, I would like to cast Shalia, please.
Shillelagh! Sorry. You cast Shillelagh.
By this casting of Shillelagh, the wooden staff in Shay's hand had begun to warp with magical manifestation. It started to take the shape of a large flute. And once the holes in the hollowness has been constructed within by use of this spell, she brought it to her lips and breathed in one pitched note, just to show that the instrument was alive, to breathe that singular note into the air around everybody and show them how should be perfect to accompany them and so willing.
Is there text for that spell? Can you put it in the chat?
Shillelagh is a bonus action. It turns her her beaten weapon into a bigger, stronger weapon. I let her do an extra thing where she can turn it while she does that. It's also a flute, and she can play it.
So it's like a 6-foot long flute?
It's not 6 feet long. More like a bassoon.
Like 5 feet.
A bassoon.
Cool, a 5-foot long flute?
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like a didgeridoo.
A didgeridoo?
Are you impressed?
She just
I've
pulls out a
certainly never seen
didgeridoo.
an instrument like that before. Neither. I'm seeing a lot of new things today. Wow.
She's going to whisper into Sera's ear. You don't sense any. We're not being affected by anything, right? No enchantment magic.
We're definitely being affected by every word she says.
I just feel like there's this weird sense of influence.
It's been there with both of them, Evelyn. Everything they say, I feel the pull of it. It is difficult to not want to bend it to my will.
All right. Sorry.
I I don't believe you will know of them, Shishe, but I must ask. Are you familiar with the Taladoni?
Taladoni. I've briefly heard about the Taladoni. And while I've heard their name on people's tongues, I don't have any conclusions of my own yet. I'm sorry, as I've only been awake for 2 weeks.
I need to
I'm rather
apologize.
fresh.
She'll hold up her left hand. That's all I needed. Sabeiro, Albert.
Sabeiro is gripping onto his chair after the first singing, and then talking of the longing, he started gripping like onto the sheath of the shale dagger on his chest. It's like he knows what it's like to feel alone, and that longing like kind of stuck with him. As he looks over to Shishia, Miss Shishia, I must say, you do honor us with your presence and what you have done to show what you are capable of. But I must ask, this group, us, we perform dangerous work. We need to know whether or not you can hold your own. So, amongst us, where would you find yourself best? Would you be up front, somewhere in the middle, supporting everyone, or the back, alongside Sera?
I will be wherever you want me to be. Whether you deem me best in front, back, or middle, I'm open to logic and reason. After all, I will be joining you. It's best that I understand your workings as a group.
Now, do you have any questions?
Albert will snap out of his hypnotized state. Can you smack people with a flute? Beautiful music, by the way. And singing.
A small smile will tug at Shishi's lips. She'll lean forward with her musical instrument and gently bap him upon the head.
Oh.
Yes.
Alright,
Yes,
take
yes.
3d6 damage. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's what I
And
imagined.
you die.
Damn, that really hurt. Thank you for the demonstration.
Alright.
You're welcome. Ask me if you would like a harder hit next time.
I do.
Yes,
I do have
please.
a genuine-
Give me the coke! I need a harder hit!
I have a
Bend
genuine
over.
curiosity, Miss Shit. I've been learning a kind of magic. Would you, by chance, allow me to apply rune to your staff, to your flute? And if you could play a note through it, just to see what might happen. If you would do me the pleasure, that is.
Sarah will frown at this. She's only just started to understand the power of sound that comes out of Shishi, out of creatures like Shishi. She'll hold out a left hand. Sabeiro, if we are to experiment, we should do that in a safe location. Our stasis spire has only just been repaired. We should be careful.
Very true, very true. Wasn't thinking too far ahead on that. I apologize. Sorry about that, Miss Shishia. Speaking of things being repaired, it kind of segues into my next question. Are you capable of performing other forms of labors in this type of setting. We all have to pull our load, pull our weight. We do custodial work, research, mining, gardening, forestry, all sorts of manners of labor. And we're wondering whether or not you'd be able to perform the same if you were to join us. Did I cut out or?
No, we heard you. We're waiting for Chomp.
I got
She got disconnected.
I'm on the edge of my seat, dude.
Oh no!
No.
Damn.
She lost connection, bro. No.
You willing to do manual labor? Disconnects. Well, I guess
Fuck this shit.
Damn.
That
You
act-
want
Bend in my
me
back.
to do labor?
That tends to
I will
happen
sit
in
and
voice,
sing.
actually. They lose their voice. They disconnect.
The sheer level of revulsion at manual labor.
Ugh, leaves
Speechless. There she goes. She's saying she's disconnected. She's on her way back.
It's so funny.
Everybody was like, is she gonna respond? I don't know. I'm at the edge of my seat. Leaves. Oh.
Hey, Chomp, can you hear us?
Hello.
Not yet.
Chop. Chop, are you there?
Ooh.
You need to do this.
We must summon her with the didgeridoo.
Alright,
I loved everything about that moment.
Damn it, we have
come
another
from a land
COVID
down under.
Come from a land down under. You better
Arcadum, when do we need to make a decision by? We have some days after this, like IRL days, right, to talk?
Yeah, you have to make it right now. I just want Chomp to be able to finish her interview.
Oh yeah, of course. I just look for timeline.
I come from a land down under. Chomp, are you there? Chompination, no chomping. Num 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 num, and I'm chomp myself chomping. This is my last chomp lord.
This is my plastic.
Let's look at fan art.
No.
Wow.
No, not yet.
Too early, bro.
Quit spoiling
I know.
yourself. Don't open up the Christmas
Chomp!
gifts early.
Exactly.
Chomp, chomp,
Chomp.
let it all out. These
Dude, she's
are
like
the things we could chomp about. Come
Dude,
on.
she's like, oh.
Damn.
This is what we spend the next 20 minutes. It's just saying chomp.
Yes. Chomp.
We're all
He's like
Pokemon
a-
now.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
He's like a fae, you gotta clap to get her back. No? Alright.
I think it was a didgeridoo
Don't give your
last
actual name. I'm Rusty Shackleford. Rusty Shack.
Thank you for your rejection letter. After careful consideration, I've decided to reject the rejection letter. I'll see you in the tavern soon.
I will be bringing
Damn it,
good
Nara.
tea. Reject your rejection letter.
I'm
I love how long
Shackleford,
we-
first name Rusty.
I think we waited like a full minute before we realized that something might have happened. So captivating.
Oh, so, oh. God damn.
I'm gonna lie, she came in with some fire RP.
She really did.
Like, guns blazing.
Chomp.
Hello.
Yes!
Oh, welcome
Yay.
back.
Chop!
We can hear you.
Yay. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
It's alright, disconnections happen, it's all good.
Are you on your phone?
Yes.
I think there's a couple of more questions. Do you have a good enough connection?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Go ahead and
Sabeiro,
ask again, Undead.
Repeat your question, Sabeiro.
By chance, would you be able to, since all of us take part in maintaining this fortress and keep an update on, well, everything around here, we do a lot of menial labor, a lot of mining, research, custodial duties, etc. And by chance, would you be capable of pulling your fair share of the weight? If you were to join us, that is.
Of course. That seems most logical to pull one's own weight when in a collective. Of course.
It's definitely good to hear. By chance, are you capable of navigating on your own? I know you've only been awake for about 2 weeks, but in terms of survival in the wilderness, how well versed are you in that?
I am versed enough to nourish myself. However, I have not much experience in the wilderness. As I've experienced the sweetness of strangers, I have been accommodated in housing when not in need of help. Yet, I feel that my body is capable and can quickly learn whichever techniques and skills your group needs me to learn.
Anybody else have any
May I?
questions? You may, Albert.
Oh. Just going through the list here. Have you ever taken a life?
No and yes.
Ominous.
Interesting.
I feel there's need to elaborate on that. Would you be able to do us a pleasure of that, Miss Sera?
Of course, should not. When I say yes, I mean by memories of my past life. I see that I was never responsible for anyone's deaths, but by my actions, I feel that I have killed people. Saying this, she wince. Her body would tighten, and she'd breathe a breath of air to carry on to the other aspect of the question. And by no, I have not killed anybody since I've been awake.
Would you be willing to, if your life depended on it?
Silence would follow the voice in, recognizing that this is a hefty question. With enough cause, I can put my composition on the line.
Sorry about the weighty questions. We just,
No, it's all right, Shesha would say, and make a hand movement to lighten the mood somewhat, show some more movement to her body, then the wincing she had displayed a moment ago. I accept all your questions. Please, is there any more?
What are your most favorable skills as of now?
My most favorable skill as of right now would be my voice. I do not know what it is about this body, but when I am in a room, people stop to listen. And I feel that this initial charisma will be most benefiting of your group. My voice is my strongest asset that I can surely speak of right now.
I can definitely see that. Thank you. I have no further questions. Anyone else?
I do have one more. And it does have a hefty price in it. For those around you, for those that you care about and work alongside, are you one to be able to make the sacrifice play? Are you willing to put your life on the line for a cause that you believe in?
Before answering that question, a sudden question came to Shisha's mind before she can give an honest answer. Looking at across the table and at the four individuals, why do you all put your life on the line?
Knowledge, Shishi. I wish to understand.
I want to live properly and not just survive.
Magenta eyes were cast to the two men of the table, awaiting their response.
Oh, I just want to get home. But I gotta say, I have found comradeship with these people at the table.
Give people chances and opportunities that I didn't have when I was back where I was. And besides, these people give me purpose, and I love them dearly.
Reminder, we're at
Put my
time.
life on the line for 'em.
Knowledge, a proper life, chances, purpose, camaraderie. What you all are saying is what I would like too.
Great. I think we just have time for one more. Among the many dangers that this group will face almost on a daily basis, at least during the missions, there will also be an even more importance on confidentiality and making sure that this does not leak outside of our inner circle. And even if the worst comes to happen, even if you're threatened with your life, you cannot speak about our greater goal and the identities of who we are and what we're capable of, because it will put everyone else in jeopardy as well. So even if you're tortured, don't say a single word about it. no matter how enchanting it is. Do you understand?
I can see that you all have a tight bond, collective companions. What you see before you all is a open slate. Take me in and form me to all of your wills so that I might be purposeful again. This new world, if I leave now, I am alone. But here, I see an opportunity. And I am open to performing in any way.
Great. That's all.
Sierra's noticed how uncomfortable and unsure Evelyn has seemed through this particular exchange, and she'll hold out with her right hand right in front of Evelyn and form a small ice white flower that's the flower of a coffee bean. And she won't say anything. She'll just hold out in front of Evelyn to take.
She takes it and just looks at it.
Thank you, Shishi. It has been a most perplexing conversation and experience talking with you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
All right.
And with
Go ahead.
that, Shisha would stand up and wait to be dismissed. She didn't want to sit too long. It seemed that the interview was over.
Albert will stand up and give a bow.
She nods her head.
Verum will give a wave.
Deja vu, everything in this place before, fighting through the streets. All right. And Shisha has been added. Go ahead.
I was just gonna meme that I was gonna close this handout now.
All right. And Shisha has been added to the Bachelor pool. Unfortunately, we have hit time. So that is where I will have to call it. I will give you guys 3 days to make your decision, and then give me reference as to, which one you choose, so that I can get all their art and everything that they need set up and made done. Big round of applause, everyone, to all the people that showed up to roleplay out their meetings. They all
Thanks,
did a
everybody.
fantastic job.
You're all a bunch
Everyone
of
was
role
wonderful.
players.
So much role playing. My goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Now,
having us, guys.
I think it's time for some
Amazing.
fan art.
Woo woo!
Yeah, fan art.
Any fanners
fans.
in the chat? Any lookers? Any farters in the chat?
Let's take a look at our arters.
Arters.
My arteries.
My arteries.
My ovaries.
I can't make it man.
And
My
so
heart.
it happens again.
Bees, where's that
Google.
ovary going?
Hey! First up we have...
I'm refreshing, so I'm not lagging behind. I'm in.
Who's this drawn by?
by bees!
Nice.
And another one by bees!
Ooh, that belt buckle's so cool. I'm so glad you pointed that out. Can you zoom in on the belt buckle, Arcadum?
Sure can.
Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, look, isn't that so cool?
Okay. Next up we have is Casey Reality giving his fan art of Roxanna's farewell.
It's loading. It's loading. It's loading.
It looks so good.
Oh,
love
it's
it.
like a mirror.
Oh, that's so cool.
Stained glass.
That's
Oh,
so
wow.
cool.
It's so good. Stained glass is so cool.
Good job, Casey.
I like how I'm looking away. I like that
Beautiful
touch.
work as always. Oh,
That's cool.
How willing are you to die for your loved ones?
God, I love the interview question.
Somebody did AI fan art of me.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
That looks sick.
God damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, and then there's a
Wow.
little me. Oh no.
Okay.
I like the little
I love
one.
this one.
It's so
It's
cute.
baby Kadum.
Hello.
I'm voting for this one as our new profile picture.
I like how it has the exact silhouette, but then the feeling you get from it is completely different.
The wee little
Bees
Bobby.
did Hikari's.
Whoa.
Holy shit, Beast, that was fast.
That was very fast.
That is pretty nice.
God damn, that's
I'm
cool.
the cream of the crop. Bees did another fan art. This one is of Shishya.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Nice.
I love it. Thank you.
That's enough booba not to get you to you. Take it now.
More fan art.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Big
girl.
B's found his new muse.
Very Eldar.
That's so good.
Oh, dude, Marvis art. Look at that.
What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That is very fucking cool.
I love the
a-
hyena laugh. Wait, will you give us one more hyena giggle?
Yeah, I understand. It was pretty good.
Wait,
Do it.
that's not right, is it? Oh god. Right.
Do it.
Ah!
It's so much. It's so good.
It's perfect. That was such a cool aesthetic to add in.
Very roll, very play, very cool. All right, let's rev up those fryers and see if I missed any subs.
I'll be right back while this happens.
Let's see. Up to Ice Cream, thanks for the 8 months. Thank you very much. Pure Demon, thanks for the 7 months. RaveTube, thanks for the 4 months of Prime. Brown Bear, thanks for the 1,000 Biddly Doos. Up to Ice Cream, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Asgrade, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Maga7417, thanks for the gifted sub. Asgrade, thanks for the gifted sub. My tone is exactly the same. What the fuck? Riz Plays Games, thanks for the 6 months of Prime. And Cape Fish, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Stop immediately.
Never.
Okay.
He tells me to stop sometimes. It's okay.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for the support. I think we hit a boost train. We are currently at 4,204 Subarinos.
Wow.
Let's see. God.
We're rolling.
We made 4,500, which I think was a bowling date stream. And at 5,000, no, it was Dream Daddy at 4,500. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm glad you said something. I forgot.
And,
I forgot my own initiative.
And 5,000 is the my natural accent stream / whatever the fuck else I can think of. That's all Chomp wants.
Please.
Get a little taste. A little taste.
Give it.
No.
Just a
A little chomp. Please, Arcadum.
Well.
All right, it's not like I have a deep country accent. It's just like this. That's all it is. Just a little tone on the side.
Oh.
Just a little twang at the end. It's nothing like that. I'm gonna go wash my dishes. That's all. That's it.
Washing dishes.
God, well, that's what they fucking say though.
Yeah, I gotta wash my dishes. Don't
Will you
worry
tell us
about
about the lemonade on the front
it.
porch?
What?
The lemonade on the front porch. Will you tell us about that?
Well, you know, I'm a big fan of sweet tea and also some
Yeah!
lemonade. I'm gonna go out on the porch with my mom and pa and watch them sand. You know, no problem at all.
I'm going to wash the clothes.
I call mom and dad mom and dad though. I don't do mom and pa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Flat.
Arcadum playing a Euro Truck Simulator with his OG accent. Sure, that's
That
the
would be
stream.
fucking great.
That's the stream
that'd be
I'll do.
great.
That'll be the stream.
That's the stream I'll do at 5K as my normal accent. I'll play fucking
Why do you
Euro
grab it
Truck.
on the wrong side of the road?
Big 10, buddy. That's a 10-4-1865. We got a snowbell moving on the. We got a snowbell's chance in hell of making it through this Byron block. Watch the rock slide. It's coming down straight off 49. And would somebody please tell Jerry B that he's got his shit on full open? We can hear him getting.
He get shit faced on Turnpike. I tell you what.
Damn, that seemed well prepared. Did you ever do a trucker RP?
No. I just have family members that talk like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It just came naturally.
You just.
God damn it.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy. Give me a slapstick on the side of the red blob. Careful, I'm on I-95. There's a turn on the jackknife. Gonna make sure that you're gonna get tipped over. Sorry. Anyway.
Well, we're good. We're just pausing for like.
I'm
maybe breathing
enjoying
room.
this.
This is entertaining.
Anyway, so if you want to hear more of that shit, Sabeiro. But if not, if you would like to spend your money on better things, more responsible things, please do that instead. Thank you. But yes, the Dream Daddy stream is coming. Probably whenever I take a break from absorbing nothing but Overwatch constantly every day.
Your assets
I need to get good at that game.
I'm gonna keep playing TF2 until I die.
I really want to get back to the level I was at in Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 because there's a new character that I love playing.
I would like to just get into Overwatch 2.
Yeah, I know, right? So would everyone.
Let's just start with that.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. This was the epilogue of Ragdar's Rebellion. We will start a new campaign with the new characters, next time. And I will give you the name of the next campaign. Are you ready?
Is it Valis or Satir that's naming us? That's important.
This is a meta name.
Okay. Tell me, Arcadum. Tell me.
The campaign is The Riddle of Mana.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay. Very secretive name. The Riddle of Mana.
Yes. I wonder why we have to solve the problem of mana.
Yeah, what is the
Valis?
What is the Riddle of Steel? Fuck that.
What about Mana's Fist?
All right.
Here we go again.
Riddle me that, and riddle me that.
Nice.
Uncle Jimmy says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, stream. Goodbye.